What's going on, YouTube? Kimmy here, back with another video. And today we got Kagurabachi chapter 94, the second arrow. Now, from last chapter, it looked like our boy Curry was about to get into action. What he can do now, like I remember his little mash joint, his powers, like his little eye, eye thingy. If there's a name for it, sorry, I don't know it fully, but his little eye joint was cracked a little bit, and that could be from him overusing it and damn near spamming it earlier this arc. So we'll see what he could do with it, even with it having like some sort of maybe limits on it now, because if he is to use it as much as he did before, he won't be able to use it again. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hopefully God is blessing you guys an amazing day. Make sure you guys give him thanks for the day, because without him, we couldn't even wake up. And you got to be grateful for that. Even if you don't have, riches don't even matter in this world, because they all go away. As long as you got Christ, you got it all. But even if you don't have everything, you got life. God gave you that. So without further ado, let's get into this joint. And I finally got it on screen. Finally. Duisha, if you snipe me now, you got it. I'll go back to reading it like a regular person. But yeah, what you've been told, from what you've told us, in order to transport something to the warehouse, you have to register it by channeling spirit energy into it. The seal, of course, now we back to I gotta minimize and maximize. The seal was already broken when the Shinichi was put up for auction in the Rakuzachi, which means Yura Sazanami poured spirit energy into the Shinichi early on when the seal had just been broken. In other words, channeling spirit energy into it alone isn't enough. To activate the Shinichi's powers, you need a strong desire to use the sword. Which means by channeling spirit energy into it beforehand, I'm gonna use it. It should be able to activate its powers while the Shinichi is here at Kuminabi HQ. So if you have the will to wield the sword and have channeled spirit energy into it, it can be used. That's how it's done, right? But its powers can only be used for a limited time, like his dad did. His dad, bro, he barely even released. Bro, that arc is amazing. Bro, when that gets animated, I might rip my shirt off. There's a price. The sword master quickly worms his way into you, hijacking you from within. The activator then loses their sense of self. It's all over for them. Like what happened to Yura Sazanami at the Rakuzachi. Oh my gosh, I missed the entire page. As a strategy, it's a double-edged sword with a razor-sharp edge. For that reason, we conclude that it was unlikely someone would attempt that approach. But just in case, we investigated the blade. We confirmed it hadn't been charged with anyone's spiritual energy. After that, we resealed the Shinichi. Like last time, it was me, Kaizen, and Yasuru who did it. Apart from Hikyuki and Tafuku, ever since the Rakuzachi, only the three of us have come in contact with it. Three dots. What else? It's like there are the three sorcerers you saw wearing white robes. The one in the middle was Kuminami's leader. On both sides were assistants. They're also the most powerful sorcerers of the Kuminami. One of these fellas betrayed the group. One of these fellas are a traitor. It's just which one is. If it's this fella, oh bro, it might be him. He knows too much. But Mr. Kudo said, oh, he probably meant as a fighter. Physically, I'm a bit younger than the others. But as a sorcerer, they're giants compared to me. Apart from the innate gotta zoom in, make sure the situation don't snipe me. Apart from the innate sorcerer I was born with, things like barriers and sealing spells are the realm of scholars. That's what Mr. Kudo said. He said that Musumi had memorized all those books in the library on level 2. Big brain. Those 3 in the robes have about twice. Those 3 in the white robes have about twice that much in their heads. So they know even than that fella. The Shaku's recklessness makes sense only if they have a powerful ace up their sleeves. My worry is that one of the 3 of us could be colluding with the Shaku. Yes, it's fella. It's definitely him. One of the white robes could have altered the Shinichi seal, awakening it in the midst of the chaos. For example, or we could have given it to one of their disposable pawns within the Kuminabi. Or it's possible that the Shaku are simply being reckless. Nah, they definitely got somebody working with them. I've known both of them for many years. I need to prove to myself that my suspicions are unfounded. So I got a sword. Ding! Oh yeah, our boy is here. What was his name? Kaizen? He's already here. Kaizen. Ichiki. It's fine, the seal's intact. Was I overthinking it? Rikuri. This. I'ma just. Bro, I think it's everyone. Rikuri Sazanami. He made it, as planned. He will now transport the Shinichi to the warehouse, where nobody can get to it. The Hishaku had no chance of taking down Kuminabi headquarters. No. Who's that? Is that the 4 of them? Oh, that's Natsuki, Yura, Yura, and Ota. Oh my gosh, they getting down. Yeah, it's definitely this fella, bro. Awesome. So, the duel is over? Woo! Slice that fella's whole stomach. I made sure I got both, you know what I'm saying? The bros are going full throttle with their sorcery. They want to kill us as soon as possible. You're the trump card Samura left behind. Neither of them is giving up the ghost easily. We can't discount the outcome of in Kyoto. Yeah, yo, we gotta talk about it. Chihiro has not been on the page in chapters, bro, and he's still keeping us engaged. Hokuzono, you got it, my guy. Hokoto, the fun and games are over. So be it. But Yura got up his sleeve. He about to. We're just DBZ teleported. Where he just Ichigo'd them. His movements is suddenly. His strength also suddenly skyrocketed. Wait, why is the... But the seal was intact. How? It's pouring out from within the seal. Impossible. In other words, it was compromised before the seal. So this was in place and this joint came back. Oh my god. How could I overlook that? Oh. If someone knew at the time that it had been charged with spirit energy, someone who was capable of covering it up. I don't believe it. But that tactic could... I charged it. I charged the Shinichi with my spirit. I keep calling it spiritual energy. It's spirit energy. Maybe because I was reading JJK, or I'm about to read JJK, right before we submitted to the Rakazachi auction. Point of the Rakazachi was to find out who had the command of the Shinichi. Bro, what? Wait, they're cooking. And whether or not we could seize temporal control. It would be useless to wield it if we could hijack, be instantly hijacked. So this man, Yura, was a test run just to see how this thing would go out. But his energy was charged with it even before. And what we learned was the wielder needs astronomical mental fortitude on par with Yura Sazanami to battle with it, even for just a moment. It's paramount to suicide. We know this. Of course I can't move it. But Yura Sazanami also proved that it's worth attempting with a level of unparalleled determination. Malediction. I told you, this is a battle. No. With this power, I will overthrow. So that's why his eyes were... Duh. So he put his spirit energy in there before Kiora put his energy in there, which made Kiora be able to use it. But since his energy is also in there, he's able to use it now. But Samora, his low raven wings TPing over there are coming. Bro, what was this chapter? This chapter was ridiculous. I'm gonna go back here. It says right before we submitted to the... And then he also did his spirit energy. Wow. Amazing chapter. I gotta go edit this, post it up. And yeah, bro. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. God bless. This was crazy.